I think May 2nd was an epiphany moment for the industry. We witnessed 33 million cows rejoice. They ran out. They called their brokers, planning for retirement because they realized they're going to have a life beyond 2 or 3.
That's just ridiculous. Cows don't use the phone. They use email. Everyone knows that.
Or they go online, as my kids would say.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the problem with Beyond Meat. Their success is so great, but yet they're saying, we don't know if we can meet demand. Look, why should we own a company that says we don't know if we can supply our customers?
Look, it's a high-class problem. I think you had situations last summer where you had consumers going into their retailers, into grocery stores, hoarding product when deliveries were made. But I think you got a really smart management team. They've taken the right moves. They're planning for future expansion. They know how to meet demand. And I think the things to watch here in the future are going to be continuing to watch gross margins. I think the gross margins that were reported yesterday at about 27% were quite remarkable. If you weigh that against other traditional animal meat products in a grocery store, you see high single-digit gross margins, maybe low double-digit margins if it's a branded product. Here we got a company that's going to have gross margins when they hit scale in the mid-30%.
Margins come when there is scarcity or scarcity of demand, but yet you've got Impossible Burger, you've got Nestle coming out earlier this week. The stock took a hit, by the way, in the news. Nestle's thinking about coming out with their own sort of plant-based burger. Can Beyond Meat survive competition? Can they survive competition?
It's going to broaden the market. I think they're the market leader. In my opinion, I think they have a more remarkable product than some of their competitors. And I think you have tremendous upside in the stock. We're going to see hopefully more announcements about more chains adding meat. And I think that, coming into the end of the next year, you can actually see analysts talking about this company having $1 billion run rate going into 2021 and beyond.
But why not release more stock? I mean, I did a comparison a couple weeks ago on the show that, at a market cap of $5 billion, most companies have 150 to 200 million shares outstanding. It's got 57 million shares of stock. Why not release more stock?
It's probably not a good corporate finance idea. I mean, you're going to finance what you need at the point in time. Any founder and inside team is going to manage dilution. So they financed what they need. They're looking at their capital requirements and capital needs going out. And they're probably also managing that against the backdrop of future profitability and what their CapEx requirements are going to be over the next 12 months.
Are you even surprised? I mean, you're an early investor, so obviously you're optimistic on the company. But are you even surprised by this kind of reaction?
Look, I actually increased my personal position by 50% when this started trading after the IPO.
Really?
So
you got in before and after the IPO?
I bought before the IPO, and I invested last year, and I even increased my position by 50% personally. So
and you still got it. You're holding on.
I'm still holding. Yep.
Beyond Meat.
So I think it's a remarkable company, and it's got a remarkable future.
Are they going to be able to increase production?
Yes, I think they'll be able to increase production. I think that Wall Street has forecast light for both this year. I think you got most analysts talking about a $210 million a year. I think that could come in more closer to 250. And I think next year's numbers, I think we're going to have a lot of upside surprise in the stock.
Wow.